everything happens for a reason. I'm a big believer in that, and that's something that we're gonna talk about later in this episode. But yes, welcome back to another episode of Thoughts, Feelings, Concerns, episode 3. We're uploading 2 days later from the last. I think going forward, I think I will upload maybe every second day. Maybe you might get an upload like consecutively each day. But for the meantime, whilst I figure that out and like upload the schedule and everything, let's get into it. So that first quote that I just talked about then, sorry, I'm just trying to find it. I just had it written down. Everything happens for a reason. Basically what I wanted to talk about it with is that as humans, we go through a lot, obviously. The good, the bad, the ugly, the whole experience of all of it. And I feel like the growth that you, like yourself, that you experience, even though you may associate it negatively, referencing back one of the episodes that I spoke about maybe 2-3 days ago. Any change is good in my opinion. It's all about experience, and like I feel like that experience that you have, like basically how I want to put it is like, what if everything that you're going through now is preparing you for what you've asked? I think that is very valuable in a sense, in that, once again, remember the lesson, forget the teacher. All the hardships that you've gone through, you're still here now. All the trials and tribulations that you've been through as an individual, you're still here now. And I feel like that is indicative of our the human spirit. I'm a bit able to push through, but I mean, like, you've done it before, you've gone through it before, and I'm sure you can get through it again now. If any of you out there, if you're going through a tough time, the experience that you gain from that, it's preparing you for something in the future. I can guarantee that. Every cloud is a silver lining. I say, even though you're dealing with these problems now, I say live in the present. I feel like it's very easy to look ahead. I feel like it's easy, like an easy examples. Any sort of exam, you might be a week out from the exam, and you might just only be thinking about like man, I want this like exam over with. But you got to live in the present and study and absorb all the information then, so that you can use that and go into the exam. I hope that example makes sense. But I feel like if you don't live in the present, then it's like the experience that you gain, A, it's not as impactful, and B, like, I don't know, I feel like it just sort of goes to waste, like I said before, all the trials and tribulations that you're going through currently, whatever they may be, they are preparing you for something greater, for what you deserve. Do good things, and good things will happen to you. I'm a heavy believer in that one, man. That is one that, like, yeah, I feel like good things come to those who wait. And I don't know, the whole idea of karma as a whole, I feel like it all balances out, So that's my take on that. And I feel like this also goes for the past as well. The whole idea of nostalgia, I feel like it's very easy to get caught up in all of it. It happened, and I feel like it's very easy to reflect and I feel like it's like I talked about it in the other videos. You know, I feel like it's a great idea to reflect and then like experience that nostalgia. But I feel like at the same time, you shouldn't chase it and relive it, because you can easily return to the past, but you know, like, no one is there anymore. If you get what I'm saying, you know, I feel like you could go back to your, like, you could go back and visit your childhood school and stuff, but I feel like you know, everybody else has moved on. You know, the whole idea of a bike that I talked about, you know, you just got to keep on pedaling and like following the bike. You know, you can choose to turn around, but I don't think it's really necessary, in the sense that no one is there anymore. You know, everybody's sort of moved on. So yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say out of all of this as well is be yourself. I feel like today's age, you know, we're very susceptible. Talked about this in the first video. You know, we're very susceptible to others' influences. And I feel like by being yourself and striving for that excellence and trying to be the best version of yourself, I feel like that is what is the most rewarding in the end, where you can just be yourself and you don't have to worry about creating this whole fake personality. You know, be weird, be random, be who you are, because, you know, you don't know what is out there waiting for you. And I feel like if you hide your true self, then then I feel like you are not going to be able to experience that. You know, we've only got one life to live, and you know, there is a whole lot going on, man. There is always something going on. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like it's very, I don't know, my life at the moment this year has been very like go, 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 but you know, with everything going on, it can be confusing, and it can be a lot. But I mean, it takes me back to what I want to say. You know, the journey is truly the reward. One of my favorite quotes as well comes from Kyrie Irving. I'm sure, I hope you guys know who Kyrie Irving is, but you know, he's a great dude, great basketball player. But I'm just trying to remember. It's on the tip of my tongue, you know. Basically, it flows like, I may not be who I want to be today, but I know I can be better tomorrow, working towards who that person is to me. I think that is an awesome quote, you know, because it goes back to the idea of excellence, you know, and I feel like that relates to, he recognizes that it's not linear. You have your ups and downs. You go back, like, sometimes you will go backwards, you know, sometimes you will lose your progress, and that sucks, but you know what happens, and I feel like you fall over on the bicycle, but I think it's the ability to, if you fall a certain amount of, you fall a seventh time, rise an eighth. You fall an eighth, rise a ninth. You know, I think it's all about standing up again. And you know, if you fall over on the bike, it means you were like standing/riding in the first place. If you know what I mean, it means you were in the right direction. And you know, going back to what I talked about before about being who you are and being yourself, is that you have to take chances. You have to take chances. If you don't take chances and you don't take risks, fear is a good thing, in my opinion. Fear means you are presenting yourself with new opportunities, and if you don't live with fear, I feel like, how do I put this? You know, I feel like fear and courage coexist, and the ability to push through fear, like I said before, you know, all the trials and tribulations that I talked about before that you as an individual are experiencing, You know, that is what we call courage. Pushing through the idea of excellence, you know, fall 7 times, rise an 8th. It's all about your journey, you as an individual, and you have the ability to influence that. It is all on you. I think that's all I have to say. I feel like this episode was pretty good. You know, I felt pretty passionate about it all. It's really cold down here at the moment. I got my heater on in the background. Hopefully that doesn't mess with the audio, but I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and hope you guys all have a great day or night.